And we're live. Hello everyone, good evening, good afternoon, happy time zones wherever you are. I'm Emma and I'll be welcoming you into the House of Hubris here on twitch.tv/Zaracent and playing some Tetris Effect. Basically, this isn't one of my regular streaming days, so I thought I'd do something a bit different. And it's Friday night, so I just thought, have a chill stream. Tetris Effect just dropped on PC, so let's play that. For those of you who don't know the game, it's Tetris. I mean, Tetris is Tetris and it has been for the last 3 decades. But it's really, really, really pretty Tetris with really good music. And it was made by, is it Mizuguchi, who did Rez and Lumines and Child of Eden and all stuff like that, so that should give you an idea of the kind of integration of music and graphics and gameplay, and isn't it already ludicrously pretty? I mean, look at this. So nice. So yeah, let's just get into it. I suppose advanced warning for photosensitivity triggers, I think that's a bit thing on this, and probably advanced warning for me not talking as much, because I'm just here to vibe. As I'm sure you're all just here to vibe. Maybe you're not, but that's what you're getting. Yeah, we're gonna crack into journey mode, and I think I'm basically just gonna run till it's done. I've played this before, it's so good. But like I say, it just dropped on PC, so let's start from the start, shall we? Controller didn't respond for a moment, that was terrifying. Would I like to view the basics? No, I know how to play Tetris. I'll leave it on normal, I've got nothing to prove. And we enter the deep. So you've got all your standard Tetris interactions. There's like one new mechanic in this. I don't even know if it's unique to this. Oh wow, I'm remembering how dodgy the D-pad on this controller is. Excellent. Love that. Basically, if it ever looks like I'm struggling to go left, that's because I am. Seriously, isn't this game just so pretty already? I don't love that. So I'm just trying to, as you can probably tell, just trying to stack up as many full Tetrises as I can rather than just going for lines piecemeal, although this will become more difficult as I get unhelpful blocks like that, so switching the ones I have logged. Come on, brain. Look at this game. I get the feeling this is going to be a couple of hours of me just saying, oh my god, this is so pretty a lot. But in my defense, oh my god, this is so pretty. Don't like these. I guess. Oh, I like none of that. So yeah, every 12 lines, the music and the graphics and everything of the level progress to the next level. And you can tell how all the motions and everything are driving the music. You know what I mean. These are bad pieces and I'm making bad moves with them. I don't know if you've seen that meter in the bottom left of the screen that has been charging up all this time. And it's now at max. So I'm going to do something with that in a minute. Just gonna wait for it a little bit longer now. So you can enter the zone. And while you're in the zone, lines you match will get shifted down to the bottom, so you can, if you play it right, make just a huge combo, or use it to clean up some bad placements from earlier. There you go. Normally your highest is a Tetris, I just scored a Dodecatris. And you can get some truly ridiculous combo levels. And now we switch to a whole new section. And isn't it pretty, I say, for the 74th time. I talked a big game about focusing on getting Tetrises. Hasn't taken. Can heavily recommend anyone who likes what they hear tonight picking up the soundtrack album. Not sponsored, it's just good. Computer, what are you doing? There we go. Don't love that, but here we are. That was a strange move, and I don't know why I made it, to be honest. That's better. Drop. When I said come vibe with me, I meant it. This is just... it's very chill. Oh, my zone is charged. Oh no, it wasn't. That was just a stage progression. The little music stings you get when you clear lines and how they're different depending on how many lines you cleared. It's really just nice and pleasing sense of achievement. Why did I switch to that? That was stupid. Oh well. Tell you what, let's build up a bit of a zone combo. So much of this, when you start focusing on combo play, is just how far do you push your luck. Seriously, these effects, just gorgeous. And yes, as soon as you would overflow the top, like happened there just when that piece got caught, it ends your zone, which is slightly annoying, but hey. This is one of the games that really makes me wish I had VR hardware that worked for my weird eyes. Because this is in VR, and holy crap, it must be amazing. No, don't do that. Keep seeing achievement pop-ups out of the corner of my eye, and when I get onto higher levels of this, I will not need that distraction. Don't like that. I thought I had a straight saved, I did not. Save the straights, they need your support. That's more like it. And just like you had on Res and Child of Eden and all of them, this features very heavily music synchronized controller vibration, which is why I play it with controller. This is bad. This is not good. Why didn't I just do that one on the left? Oh wow, am I not going to make it through the first stage without screwing up? There. And I've got zone if I need it, and I do. Won't save me for long, but as your pro tip, if you're frightened something will accidentally place when you don't want it to, just keep frantically rotating and it'll save it for a while. Why did I do that? Sure. Whew. Honestly thought I was just gonna screw that up and have to start again. A rank, that's fair enough. I've S ranked that first stage a couple of times, but never when I've been, you know, on camera, so that's how it goes. And yeah, if you do go out, you have to start from the start of the area again, so that's why we have these little checkpoints. And we move on to Area 2, starting Jellyfish Chorus. Let's do this. Everyone loves some jellyfish, right? Also, your board resets between areas, which is much appreciated if you've been screwing it up and adding so much empty space as I just was there. I love the music on this stage. Why am I trying to build so much of a combo? I don't even have zone ready. But hey, you never know, I guess. Ah, the efficiency she goes. What? Okay, I didn't think I pressed that, so that's odd. And why did I just switch to that? I mean, I saved, but it was still a bad move. Oh, can I slot this in there? Come on, yeah! Okay, there we go. Now we've got zone. So let's not bank this just yet. Now I've got two long ones to work with. If you're asking questions in the chat, I will get to them between stages. Ugh. Don't like that. So what's the story of this? Yeah, it's pretty much that. It's a tile-based unionization game. It's a game about working with what you're given by an invisible autocratic hand in the sky, and then taking that and using it to work together until you can disappear, which is a slightly odd way for that analogy to go, but it's what you get. Wow, this is garbage. That was my D-pad acting up, that was not me. That was an odd choice, why did I do that? And I say why did I do that genuinely, because a lot of the time there is an answer, it's just you have to stop and find it. But sometimes, yes, the answer is because this D-pad doesn't like to go left. And that is probably going to lose me more than a few runs on this. And I mean, like, we joke about these political readings of Tetris, but it was made in Soviet Russia. It can't help but be a product of its era in some ways. Cool, we've got Zone. Zone, of course, here a reference to A Roadside Picnic and later Stalker. That joke would have worked better had I not got far too distracted trying to remember who wrote Roadside Picnic and then realising that it didn't actually matter for the joke. Again, D-pad problems, which is annoying because that would have been a great piece to drop somewhere else. Even if you're an L shape, you can still contribute to society. Yeah, well, that's really the message I've been... It's the message I've based most of my life on. You know what they call people who move in an L shape? Knights. Think about that. Or don't, given that I am, at this point, talking unadulterated bollocks. Feels weird to watch this without Korobeiniki. Yeah, but, I mean, we can all imagine Korobeiniki, and there is a bonus mode you can do that puts it into very much old style. Korobeiniki and all. Okay, so I've recovered a bit from the utter garbage that was my playthrough most of the Windmill stage, so I'll take that. See if I've got my headphone volume. That's more like it. This is one of those games where you can't really have the music up too loud. It's all, like, as loud as you can get it is the correct volume. Let's build that combo. Okay, next. Straight, I guess, I'm setting it off. There we go. Nice. Close enough. That didn't clear out as much as I would have liked to, but it got me a solid combo, so seriously, look at these visuals. They're just honestly hypnotic. How many times have I fallen asleep playing this game? No comment. How did I clear it so much better out of zone than in zone? Honestly, come on. Surprised this area is 4 stages long rather than 3. They all are from now on, apart from the last one. Spoilers, I guess. But hey, if you're living your life avoiding Tetris spoilers, I have news for you. Oh my god, I've actually fought it all the way back down to the bottom. Excellent. Now to rebuild it without gaps. She says, probably immediately screwing it up. Why did I switch back there? That was stupid. Well, so much for rebuilding it without holes. Now is where it starts getting real. And also weirdly ritualistic in the background. I know there's points in most of my streams where I just shut up and sit here vibing. We're gonna get several of those tonight. Let's zone that. Are the same. Ugh. That was going really well right up until it wasn't. Okay, the next line is going to trigger the next stage of this level, and let me just say, perhaps spoilers, but it's going to be a doozy, so. I'd really like a controller that believed in going left. Come on. This is also where I stop worrying nearly as much about combo building and just cash in lines wherever I can. Because it's fast and also the music and the animations are stressful. Just push through that as quickly as you can. That was going really well up until it wasn't. Yeah, it's my life too. Maintaining that A rank, I'll take that. Given how badly I played for a bunch of it. Moving on to Area 3 with Deserted. Hint, it's in a desert. It's in several different deserts, actually. Why did I say that like that? Keep wondering. Why did I switch that back? Excellent, excellent start. Just stellar. Come on, brain. Also controller. Controller, if you could cooperate as well. I forget how weirdly little music there is in this area. Just all of the ambiance. There we go. Really, the fact that I've got good surround sound headphones is just really enhancing the experience here. And now we're on the moon, which is also, by any real technical definition, a desert. There's your galaxy brain fact of the day from my stream, is very little precipitation on the moon. Broke through back to the bottom, excellent. Oh, yeah, no, I guess. Oh, I don't like that. I guess. So much for not having holes. And there are a number of jokes I could go to from that, but I try and keep this relatively safe for work most of the time, so fill them in yourself, I suppose. Again. The D-pad says up when I am not trying to say up. Come on. Yes, you may have noticed, but going into zone doesn't actually increase your line count for the level, so you can get way more lines than you would ordinarily be able to, because normally after 36 you just go on to the next stage. Am I sure which ones are stages, which ones are levels, and which ones are areas? No. You may be able to tell by the way I keep switching between the words. Really? Bots, you have to come in now when I have to wait until the end of the area to mod? I'm disappointed at you. You bring shame to all of us. For shame, mod. Not mods. Bots, not mods. The difference being that I have one of those on the stream. Those are the same piece. Oh yeah, now this cranks up to 9 again. Right. Keep confusing the what's coming next display and the what piece I have locked display. And it makes it very hard to actually plan. Which is why, of course, I shouldn't. That does go against the very ethos of this stream. I guess. Well, I held that together really remarkably well, I think. Well, yeah, if you did want to learn how to become famous, then yeah, clearly this random newcomer in the chat has all the answers. They know all about being famous, which is why we've heard of them. I've forgotten how it gets this kind of vaporwave beat to it in this bit, and it feels like I'm playing Paradise Killer again. Come on, give me a straight. Words I have never said before. Okay, that'll do, I guess. That could be a lot worse. And now we have the jazz section. Which I am actually just going to briefly pause so I can take that bot out of my chat because it's annoying me. See, bot, you're interrupting, you're making me interrupt the music and ruin everybody's vibe. It's very disappointing. We're all disappointed in you. Shame. Ah! And sometimes it likes to go left too much. We really need to get a better wired controller sometime. And I'm not using my Steam controller for this because the D-pad on that is weird, and I don't care for it. What is going on? What have I done? I was too busy slagging off Steam, and now look what's happened to me. I mean, Dodecatris is usually what I'm aiming for on those. I've got a Decahexatris a few times. But it's important to keep your goals manageable, you know? I say that as though I have a history of being sensible. I should have cashed that in. Yeah. Ah, now it chills out a bit in this section, which is nice. As the piano gets more improvisational and interesting. But hey, at least this control is transparent, so I can watch the vibes going off, and then wonder why I've lost it, and it's because I was looking at my controller instead of the game. I mean, ha, don't know what you mean, that's never happened. God, this is a bit of music that gets stuck in my head. On the reg. Why did I double tap up there? That one's on me, because that was just my fingers did a thing, don't know why. This is the real story of Tetris, is you've got to give horses blocks so that they can continue to walk in a circle. It's very important that these horses continue to walk in a circle, otherwise... Okay, that could have gone a whole lot worse, I'll take that. That's bad, but here we are. Whatever. We'll fix that in post. By post I of course do just mean the future. What is the future if not post-production for our lives? Almost got away with that. Sometimes things do move a little too fast to really control. But hey, that's Tetris, baby. Hand is hurting from pushing this finicky D-pad. Sticking with the A grades, I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it. 3 areas down, and there's only 7, so let's just keep hammering at it, shall we? Moving on to stage 4. Area 4? I don't know. Area stage level 4, starting with Jeweled Veil. Hope this is at least a pleasantly chill background for your Friday night. Or afternoon, depending on where you are. Or morning. I mean, if I've got any viewers, where would that be? Like, in New Zealand? If so, please say hi, I'd love to know. D-pad. Of course, the real Galaxy Brain move would be to work out how to actually connect my good Xbox controller to my computer and get the best of both worlds. One real advantage for streaming is that it obviates one of the many problems with this controller, which is that it has super loud vibrators. But I can't hear a thing on account of I had noise cancelling surround sound headphones on. So hey, unexpected positives, I guess. Having a perfect run of collecting Tetrises there, and then I just went and dashed off that single line. I don't know why. Sometimes you just go into autopilot playing this, which is good when it's a case of trusting to muscle memory to get you through the tough parts, and God knows I do that often enough. Oh, they're both squares. Oh well. And now my meme brain has just presented me with the, and so they were both bottoms panel, except it's the 60s, and so they were both squares. Yeah, not great. I love that level transition, must be said. And sometimes when I'm frantically running a piece left and right trying to figure out where the hell I'm putting it, it's just because I'm enjoying the sounds, and thus enabling you all to enjoy the sounds as well. I'm nothing if not generous. Even when it means we move past the rainstorm, frankly, way too quickly for my taste. I like how you just caught an edge there of a leitmotif that's been running through, honestly, most of this. There's just a few little note progressions that tie the whole soundtrack together, and it's really well done. So once again, I'm not being sponsored by the people who made this soundtrack, I just think it's really good. But hey, if Hydelic want to sponsor me, hit me up. Probably start looking at building a zone combo here. And you are giving me just the tools to do so, so I'll take that as an omen. Thank you, Tetris gods. No. Bad plan. Stupid. For a minute there I was thinking I wouldn't even get 8. Speaking of level soundscapes that get stuck in my head out of nowhere with some regularity. And now we have our first look at level 10. Which frankly I'm handling alarmingly well, it's uncharacteristic. Okay, got a zone. I need to stop reflexively pressing up to drop things, because when you're on higher... Wow, what did I just do there? When you're on higher speeds, the little wait when something hits the bottom before it actually registers gives you a moment's downtime between bricks, which, my god, do you need? Eyes went weird for a minute there. This game can do that. Not great, but I'll take it. Because, yeah, if you start just automatically dropping everything, it can get very quick, very quickly. I will hydrate next time my speed level drops below 5. That might have been the time to use a zone, but again, my eyes went strange. The real thing with zone is making sure you don't... It's easy to... Because you run out of time, you end up setting up combos for yourself that would only work if you were still in zoom, because of how it handles rows and everything shifting down a row to fill the gaps when you make rows. And then you do them anyway, and then you run out of zone time and you're stuck with that weird layout of blocks. Yes, being between stages counts as going below speed 5, and also my speed is now 1. Spoilers, it will not last. Seriously, it's been a few stages since I've said this, or maybe it hasn't. You lose track of time fast playing this, but this music is always such a bop. Just solid gold bangers top to bottom, which is of course the title of my drag act. Don't know what I'm doing for a minute. seems to have turned out alright, so... I'll take that. Yeah, this is where things start to get real as we hit speed 11. And I'm going to stop focusing at all really on combo building and just cash in points where I can, she says, still building combos reflexively. I swear, if I die just because I went into automatic combo building mode. Oh, and now I get a straight. The straights are never around when you need them is also the name of my drag act. Okay, that could have gone a lot worse. Oh, and that's the end of the area. Keeping up with those A's. A's across the board, baby. That's 4 areas down. Like I say, only 3 left. Let's just keep it rolling, shall we? Straight on into Area 3, Sunset Breeze. Why would you start me off with an S? That is rude and possibly illegal. Excuse me, I would like to talk to the Tetris High Commission. Why did I put that there? That was a strange move. That's the true Tetris experience, is making a strange move and then realising that not only was it a mistake, you're going to be paying for it and actively working to rectify it for a little while. I feel like there's a topical politics joke in there, but it's not coming because I'm focusing on the blocks. But honestly, touch wood, this is going pretty well. And of course, saying that has triggered my D-pad to start fighting me again. Don't like that, but not a lot I can do about it. build that zone combo. And drop it. And then immediately mess it up. Excellent, love that. Extremely cool. That was bad. Ah! Couldn't move it down quick enough because couldn't move it left quick enough either because it was moving down, and because my D-pad doesn't like to go left. It's just left. The button is there. Register it. I can see it. I know when I'm pushing left, so should you, given that it's your job, because you are an Xbox controller. Welcome to possibly the most chill stage in a game full of incredibly chill stages. Why did I do that? That was my controller's fault. I know I'm probably saying it too often, but it's difficult to overstate how annoying this controller is sometimes. Everything else on it works just fine, if noisily and cheaply. But it just doesn't like D-pad left. Seriously, look at this. Can you imagine how this must look in VR? If you feel the need to watch my Twitch stream in VR, can you do that? I don't know. But give it a go and report back. Left. Okay, those were both on me. But I'll blame the controller anyway, despite the fact that it was inherently my fault. Don't know why this is just Temp Fate Friday, but here we are. Oh, that'll do. What? Why am I making some of these moves that I am making? Go left. And that's our first loss. Do I want to try switching to the other controller? I think I might. You will permit me a moment while I fight a USB socket. Hello? Cool, extremely cool. It's decided not to respond to this controller at all. Huh. I don't know what's up with that. Okay, no. Weird controller with incredibly clacky D-pad is out. Bad controller with incredibly dodgy D-pad is in. I hope you've all enjoyed this digression into Emma's cave of bad peripherals. And in conclusion, I should probably buy a new controller. Right, back to the start of this mountain stage we go. There you go, these are the ones that are stages, clearly. I don't know what they call the bits within stages, they might be like sections? I've left too much of a gap on that side, come on, brain. Oh, that's actually perfect. Already falling foul of this D-pad. Wondering why that sounded differently. It's because it wasn't a Tetris, because I left some random gaps at the bottom there. I can't even remember doing that. But then that's the kind of empty zen mindset this does tend to put you in. Why did I do that? I can probably rescue it, but still. I can probably rescue it, she says, piling more problems on top of it. I'd forgotten this background even happened. Ah, those 3D effects where it goes in front of the thing. I'm easily impressed, I know. It's just a really nice effect, alright? I like it when things break the frame in unexpected ways. This is why I studied modernist European theatre. There you go, clean it up. And we have the Christmas sound effects. Why did I do that? It's like, what's the worst place I could put this? Oh, let's go with that. But I made it through, so what's next, game? Level 3? Baby game for babies. Side note, this is why I play on normal, so I can make jokes like that rather than on expert, where I don't think it really goes below a 6 at any point. It is brutal. And I'm definitely not doing it with this controller. that's a thing I'd love to actually see, is... I mean, obviously you'll be getting some of this experience just watching it on stream, but if I could get just a, like, tracking video of my eye and hand movements while playing Tetris, because so much of this is just... It's one of those games where everything just becomes muscle memory, and you're not thinking what buttons you're pressing, unless, of course, you're trying to get your D-pad to go left. You're just thinking, oh, I want that to go there, and then you do that. And I can feel my eyes flicking around the place to catch different elements and stuff. And occasionally check the chat, because I do still love you all, even if I'm mostly focusing on this. I mean, I guess any zone activation is good if you get at least a Tetris in it, because that's as much as you can get without it. Oh, just starting off on an 11. Great, love it, love it, love it. Very cool. We're coming to the end of this game that I know far less well, because since completing Journey Mode before, I now mostly just play until I lose a stage and then I stop. I've never got to the end of Journey without dying. What am I doing? Other than playing bad Tetris and fighting this controller. I know I'm talking about my controller a lot, not sponsored by Rock Candy or anything. Okay, there we go, we can cool down to a 7 while I try and get my D-pad to actually do what I want it to. It's the opposite of not sponsored, I just like it. It's not sponsored, it's just annoying me and I need to get it off my chest and write. What? Okay, I rescued that remarkably well, if I do say so myself. The background is fighting and I don't like it. But I'm down to speed 5, which, you know, is much chiller. Let's put up a zone combo, shall we? Let's on occasion go left, shall we? This is a needlessly dramatic area. Stage, level, whatever you want to call it. Theme. Through that bit. What's next? I barely remember this existing. Although there's something in the back of my mind that says this is another one that gets very hectic indeed. Yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, no, I remember that little drum pattern. And I'm feeling weirdly haunted by it, so that says something about what this level's like. But hey, even while I'm worried about the speed, let's build up that zone combo. Or accidentally send things too far to the left because your controller is playing up. That's good too. And by good, I mean very bad. And then panic and trigger zone are probably in an opportune time. Okay, that was me panicking. Take it cool, you've done this, you know what you're doing. And there it is. Oh cool, just got an achievement for 1,000 lines. Keeping up the A ranks. It's so long since I've played Tetris that there are volcanoes in it now. Yes, this is Tetris Effect. There's everything in it. But mostly really cool music and just general vibes. And the A rank, even with that one death in there, which does reset your score, so I'll take it. On to the penultimate area, Starfall. Well, Area 6, starting with Starfall. Which I think might be my favourite area. Except it started me with an S again. Once again, I would like to report to the Tetris High Commission. Why did I open with that move? But then, this would be my favourite zone. I am a sucker for artful soundscapes made up of interesting breath sounds. Why, yes, I do listen to Roomful of Teeth. Oh, again. This is where it gets tight. I think this stage might be the furthest I've ever got on one life. Oh, thanks, controller. Very useful just when I needed you to not go left. What? What? Okay. Calm down, Emma. You're getting tilted at your controller and it's not going to help. What was that? No, can't get that out. I guess. Oh god. How did I make it through that? Seriously, this controller is beginning to be more than a little infuriating. Did I do that? See if I can clean up a bit with the zone. Oh, that was... The answer is no. No, I cannot. But I made it through the stage. I'll take that. I'm probably going to die in the next one, but then I can start from there. Sometimes you just gotta corpse run to the checkpoint. But now we have hot air balloons. Another thing I'm a sucker for. And vocals. That I'd forgotten. I was vibing too hard to the vocals and then I forget it takes the opportunity to ramp up to speed 12. Which frankly, cheap trick and I don't care for it. I mean, part of it is just me triggering the scene transition at a slightly inopportune time in the track. Nah, bollocks. How did I do that? I have no clue what I just did. Yeah, I agree with yeah. Thanks, game. You're so supportive. This controller, on the other hand, not supportive at all. there. Oh my god, how did I make it through that stage? What is going on? So you just immediately die as soon as I get onto the new one, but... like I say, sometimes you just gotta run for the checkpoint. Didn't set up a death counter for this. Maybe I should have done. Nah, no, the number's probably not going to get that high. I say that, the last stage is... it's a whole ass thing. Yeah, I had forgotten this stage entirely. Which is weird, because, like, I know I really like this track because it's on the soundtrack. That was a choice. Why did I do that? Oh, now we get faster. Just what I needed. Yeah, of course, it's this. I love this track. And yet, I just forgot it existed. Made that, and I'll be honest, don't know how that whole thing just kind of disappeared into a void of weird dissociated focus. I mean, like Tetris does. That's what the Tetris Effect is. Now we go to space. I mean, technically, I suppose that could be any kind of military standard radio communication, but it sounds like space, because that's what you get to hear, I suppose. Oh, well, that was just my controller. Okay, I can pick this up. I can make this work. Okay, we are now definitely in space, you can tell because of all the space. Now we are reminded that we're near the end of this journey mode, so let's throw in the hard part. For a chill stream, I'm feeling very tense here. Stop tensing up. Just relax and vibe. Which is much easier said than done, because this is actually quite difficult. Oh my god, I've actually got to the bottom and taken out all the holes. I am really quite impressed with myself, if I do say so myself. Why did I go there? It's like I've eliminated all the holes. Cool, time to add some more. Well, accompanied by what sounds like a cigarette B-side. That works. Yeah, I'd forgotten this track, this scene. Am I calling them scenes now? Apparently, this level and this track entirely. Occurred to me that probably the reason I like that previous song so much is because it sounds like it should be in Eurovision. And really, is there any surer way to my heart? Why did I do that? Answer, because I need to get some lights. Right. Oh god, speed 13, that's what we in the business call a lot. Don't panic. It won't help. Take the zone activation, because I may as well try and clean up. Because that's the real thing with zone, is it gives you a little bit more thinking time, because pieces don't move on their own. How did I do that? End of the area? Ha, C. Yeah, that's fair. A, C. There was another A in there, let's get one. And here we are, last area already. This area consists of one level, and I believe you have to get 120 lines on it rather than 36, so... And it gets tough. So let's see how long this takes me. On this janky-ass controller. Oh, it's 90, not 120. Not really too concerned with combo building on this, because really my aim is to get to the end. But luckily, while it does have the difficulty of a final boss level, also the music and visuals are absolutely on point. Nope. I haven't listened to this track in too long. No, the first hole seeps in. Come on, you're gonna need to perform better than that to make it through this level. I can say level and area interchangeably this time, because I can say them both, because I know they are both true in this case, because it's the only level in the area. Don't know what happened there. Okay, yeah, I do. It got caught in another block and I didn't react quickly enough to spin it off. But really, when you can blame the universe, things are much more fun. Stage 2. Well, scene. Let's see. Again, part 2 of this level. What? I didn't press up. Ugh, controller. Okay, cool. That was not helpful at all, but sure. Just run into all the controller problems at once. Extremely fun. You might be thinking, well, this is easy, it's gone down to speed 5. Why were you suggesting that this level was hard? Well, wait for the third part of it, which we're still a little way away from. It won't trigger until we hit 60 lines. Which is actually approaching fast, because I'm just filling in holes everywhere. Seriously, just listen to these chill tunes. And look at these cool visuals. Okay, next line is going to trigger it, so be prepared. Here we go. Let's see if you can do speed 13 for 30 lines. Yep. Didn't mean to get up there. Come on, controller, work with me. Yes, space dolphins are always cool. You are 100% correct. Also, the space dolphins are sometimes space mermaids, which are also always cool. Come on. Ugh. Kind of panic zoned there. Controller, seriously. If you can just register the inputs I am giving you and not the ones I'm not, that's really how this system is supposed to work. Oh, come on, no. Made it to 75. Death number 3. Have some water. And back in from the start. Hope you like this track, and really, why wouldn't you? It's great. I like how I came into this saying, well, I'm not going to do any combo building, I'm just going to focus on actually clearing the level, and then I start, and just all those good intentions go out the window. I'm like, okay, but what if points? No, I wasn't trying to take that one. Oh my god. Game, calm down. Nope, not what I was trying to do. See, I can't shout at the game, because I know none of this is the game's fault. It's all a mixture of my controller's fault and me just playing questionably. Nearly made it to the 30 mark. Again, said I wasn't going to be combo building in this, and look at me. Well, that was just a bad placement. Let's just cash some lines, shall we? Okay. God, this is speed 7, but it feels so slow in comparison. Mistimed that. Also, you should know that during that drop there, that was the thing that was really distracting me, is the vibration in your controller goes absolutely berserk. Oh no, my face itches. This is terrible news. Sure, I could pause, but then you'll lose your flow. Well, that went remarkably well. Which is good, because I needed it, because I was letting it stack up dangerously high, frankly. Probably on 48. Eight, 59, next one will trigger speed time. Let's do this. Again with the controller rumble, just trying to throw itself out of the window, and it's a very dirty rumble on this controller. Okay, that was... what was that? Come on. Focus. Focus and calm. That's what Tetris is made of. How did I do that? Oh no. What? No, 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 no. Panic zone. Don't know if it will actually help. That was stupid. $74. Loss number 4. Come on, let's go, gamers. I'm really hoping Tetris Effect music is stream safe, because otherwise this whole thing is just going to be taken down instantly. Back to the Rave Hieroglyphics, which is absolutely a band name. Sometimes things haven't quite finished dropping when you think they have, is the real takeaway here. Controller. You are making it very difficult for me to win at Tetris. Okay. Made it through to the middle. Got a zone if I need it. Come on, straight, please. Water my crops. Wow, I just lost the flow entirely on that one. Number 5. Stop starting me with an S. We've been over this. Why did I do that? And yes, I realise that it gives you a sound cue when things have finished dropping, but still. You can't seriously expect me to listen, can you? What's next? You'll be demanding that I pay attention. Nope, I did not press up. Well, clearly I did. I wasn't trying to. That might be a fat thumb problem. Love it when you can just let a few blocks drop on their own and they'll all give you points. Okay, back to the dolphins. Yes, I realise I'm combo building again, but that's because we're on the chill section. Well, relatively chill. Like I say, speed 7 in most situations would feel quite fast. This, meh. Problem is I'm combo building sloppily enough that I know it's going to bite me when we hit the fast section in a minute. But that's fine, I have a plan. Let's see how much we can clear up in the zone. Because once again, zones don't actually add to your line count, so they don't advance you to the next stage. That could have gone a lot worse. I'll take it. Let's do this. What? No, okay, controller. Not game. The game is doing exactly what it's meant to. I think I just clipped that, like, through another block. Occasionally the visuals in the background do make it difficult to actually see what you're doing, but again, that's probably the system behaving as intended. Oh, and occasionally the particle effects get too much even for my computer, and we hit some interesting lag. And by interesting, I mean stop it, please. Yeah! I didn't even feel like I was playing particularly well. Get in! Apologies for that noise. That was me putting my controller down before the rumble went off. Like I say, it is a dirty pair of rumble vibrators in this cheap old controller that I should replace. That's been the real takeaway from tonight, is I should buy a new wired controller. And now enjoy this ending cinematic. We have birds, we have stars, we have particle effects for 4 days. Seriously, can you imagine this in VR? And we have good tunes. Yeah, like I say, photosensitivity warnings for this game are entirely correct. Congrats, we made a big bubble. Oh, it's the world. And its people. Takashi Ishihara, that's the guy. I think that's the guy I'm thinking of. And now for some full-on psychedelic credits. Seriously, the effects on this are just wonderful. Some of the finest use of particle effects. So thank you to all these people who made this game, so that we could all enjoy it. Music composed by Hydelic, massive props to them. Okay, yeah, Tetsuya Mizuguchi is the musical director, that's it. Alexei Pajitnov, the one and only. Pajitnov, probably. Anyway. I've forgotten this track because it only plays on the credits. Oh, it's just the extended version of the one from the first level, right. Synesthesia Engine, which is also my drag name. Credits for all photos of space. Okay, yeah, no, I was thinking of Mizuguchi. Trust myself, come on. Till the next trip. What a ridiculously good looking and good sounding and good playing game. I have legit no clue how I made it through the end there. Frankly, that C rank is possibly giving me too much credit. And I made it to level 12. I'm level 49 on my Xbox. I've played this game a bit. Your total score will now be tracked, which means it's it's designed for you to just play from start to finish. I've never got to the end. Like I say, I think think I made it to Mermaid Cove once, so like 3 stages from the end. It's tough. But I think that's it, because... Oh wow, yeah, it's getting late. I said this was going to run for as long as it took me to do Journey Mode. And that was that. I might be back with more Tetris in the future. If people enjoy this, let me know. Tetris Effect Connected, which this is the updated edition, does have a multiplayer campaign. So hey, if anybody else has this game and fancies kind of doing some multiplayer together for the stream, get in touch. I'd love to. Otherwise I might do it at randos, who can say. But yeah. So I think we're done. So yes, if you've been watching this, thanks for bearing with my general Friday tiredness. And you know where to find me, but just in case, this is twitch.tv/Serasent, S-E-R-A-S-E-N-T. You'll see it on the title card in a minute. I'm streaming every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, with occasional bonus streams in between. And although a note on that schedule, I am now taking a few days of hiatus. That's why there have been so many bonus streams lately, because we're off to visit family. I will be back this Saturday. Before I go any further, yes, Sai, just for you, sleep is good and I should do it more, and God knows I should probably be doing it now. But here we are. Yes, if you want to be notified when I'm online, because occasionally it will happen with little notice like this, feel free to follow the Twitch to get notified. If you miss anything, the VODs will be on my channel for 8 weeks after the fact. And for everything else, go to my YouTube, also Serasent, or youtube.com/user/rf191999, where you can find VODs going all the way back to the start of my channel. Like I say, also updating every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday, currently operating on about 3 weeks delay, so everything will be up there eventually. Promise. What else? Yes, so subscribe to the YouTube to get notified when things go up, and so you can see everything. Catch up on the games you missed. And if you feel like monetarily contributing to me buying a wired controller that doesn't make me spend dual stream shouting at it, you can, of course, subscribe or cheer on the Twitch, but you very much don't need to. Just turn up and hang out and be chill and have a good time. That's really the most I can ask from y'all. If you want to be notified when I'm doing anything at all, or just shouting about politics or music or whatever the hell I've found to talk about, check out my Twitter at Waruce, that's W-A-R-U-C-E for reasons. And yeah, if you want to see me in other projects, every Saturday night at 6:30 PM Eastern, which is 11:30 PM GMT, because, I have a fractious relationship with sleep. Yeah, check out twitch.tv/TheBards Playhouse, that's TheBardsPlayhouse, where you can find me in an ongoing Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition Fall of London Chronicle. We're not on tomorrow, but then from the 28th of August we will be back every Saturday until we finish it, which is probably in the next few weeks. So come and see what happens with that, see us make more terrible decisions, see me wear a leather jacket when it's far too hot because I'm committed to a character. And I think that's everything, so I will say again, love you all, thanks for being here. I will see you again this coming Thursday, that is the 26th of August, when we will be back to Axiom Verge as normal. But until then, goodbye.